Brothers and sisters, thank you for giving me opportunity to address you. Thanks to Brother Muhammad Noor and his initiative for this first Halal virtual conference, and to Dr. Hani Al-Mazidi, a very great thank for them. Also, allow me to wish that you and your families are fine in this pandemic time, and Allah protect you, protect your families, and protect all of a human being. Ameen. Mecca-Cola started in 2002 in first Ramadan, which was 6th of November 2002. It was a reaction to the pressure around the world against the Muslims following the 9/11 tragedy, and Muslims, especially in European countries and Occidental world, were facing a lot of injustice, accusing them of being extremists, fanatics, and terrorists. And I choose the name of Mecca not because of the holy city Mecca, which is in National Geographic orthography is Makkah, but Mecca, which is the name of an American Indian tribe. Like you can see in this presentation, this American Indian tribe name was Mecca tribe because they were Muslim. And maybe lots of you does not know about this, but there is over 460 cities up to today that have Muslim names, like Al-Quds, like Mecca, like Medina in the United States of America. And these Indians became Muslims after the visit of the geographist and the traveler Ibn Battuta from Morocco, who brought Islam to America much before Christopher Columbus and all other people who pretended discovering the United States of America, what became United States. And the choice of this name of Mecca is to pay tribute to this tribe of Amerindian that was massacred totally and killed. Why? For no reason, just because they refused to become Christian and to become Catholic when the white pioneer came to their land, and they killed them. And today, officially, the Americans recognize 100 million Amerindian, which are the original people of this land, killed by the white pioneers. Then I said that we have no lesson to get from people who killed 100 million persons for no reason, just to thieve their land and to oblige them to become Christian, which Islam never did. Then the real terrorist is not Muslims. This was the first and the strongest message of the idea of Mecca-Cola. And this, you can find the reference for what I am telling you in American Indian website about the native nations, and this is really existing. And I met some people. Unfortunately, most of them now, or if not all of them, are Christian, and there is one called Paul Mecca, who is a priest of Christianity. But this tribe existed at that time and was destroyed and killed. The idea also was about to give the freedom of choice to the consumers. There were no reason for all the humanity to be obliged to drink something imposed by the marketing and by the domination of the capitalistic world and the imperialism, that like if no one is able to do what they did, where this is a simple drink that anyone can do it, and saying that there is a big secret in the recipe. The real secret is there were no secret, and anyone who is interested can do a drink and can make this cola. And that's why I launched it, to give the consumers, and particularly the Muslim consumers, a halal drink. And it was the first halal drink. A lot of you maybe will be shocked and surprised, but I don't think so, because most of you are in the halal certification and you know this. These drinks at the beginning, before Mecca-Cola, were using, the major companies were using the pork gelatin to mix the ingredients together in the water, because if you don't use a mixing agent, all the essential oils will be in the top of the bottle and will be in the neck. And we saw that when we were young in a lot of drinks, and this oil in the top taking the color of the drink, red for orange and other things. And not only that, also the orange drink of these major companies was using cochineal. And cochineal is an animal that is burned alive, which is against the principles of Islam. And they burn it alive and they broil it and they make a powder of it that makes the red color. And we change this with the halal ingredients like Arabic gum and other kind of natural colorant to make a real halal drink. This was the first halal drink in the recent world of consumers, and Mecca-Cola offered that since 2002. To be honest, I was the first one to be surprised and shocked that I was drinking things that I thought it was halal because no alcoholic drink, but in fact it was haram because there were gelatin of pork and also alcohol. Up to today, the major companies, and especially the first one in the world, is when you make analysis of their drink, you have around 1.7% alcohol. And some scholars and some muftis, they gave them the halal certification because they said that this is not bringing you to be drunk, and it's a little amount, it's allowed. And I give an example of the Masjid of Paris that gave halal certification to Coca-Cola despite 1.7% alcohol. In Mecca-Cola, no trace of alcohol with the existing machine. It's 0.0.0, and we don't know if there is a trace, but with the existing equipment, there is no alcohol trace at all. Mecca-Cola, as you can see, was established in 2002, and I got the luck by Allah to be the one who launched it and got the idea. And it is the first global consumer product by Muslims around the world. And we reached over 60 countries from the beginning. And in 2005, we reached 1.5 billion liter, and in 2006, 1.8 billion liters. And we got what Guinness Book wrote, the quickest corporate fame in the world. Mecca-Cola, even in countries that where it is not distributed, alhamdulillah, people heard about it. Even they never saw it, never drink it, but most of people have heard about this brand. And our vision is to become the largest and most recognizable halal brand in the world, as we were the first halal drink in the world. And we are working hard on this, and I can announce during this presentation that we are going again to attract the attention of the media very soon, inshallah, after this lockdown and maybe 2 months after, to announce the first healthy cola in the world, working closely with some R&D in Malaysia, and it will be a big surprise for a lot of people. And it was really a real healthy cola, in opposition to all existing colas of today, including Mecca-Cola, which are not healthy, and we have to say it. Our values, Mecca-Cola is the first brand also to have made values with value. We have a value. We have a moral value, which is to think about others, and as our Prophet said, no one can be a believer if he did not like what for his brothers what he liked for himself. And that's why we decided at Mecca-Cola to give a large part of our net profit to charity, 20% of our net profits goes to charity. We are a halal brand. We have a charitable contribution, and we have, allow me to say it, the best taste of cola. And if you are skeptic and maybe you are smiling in your place now or listening to me, you can look to find Mecca-Cola and taste it, and then you will come to the same conclusion. And we are the first non-American owned brand known worldwide, and it is the first international worldwide brand owned and founded by a non-American, non-Occidental, by a Muslim Tunisian man. As you can see here, you have what makes a difference between the main major brands and Mecca-Cola. We have had a rapidly growing history, and we are developing despite the pressure we got from several countries, and unfortunately not only pressure, we faced in several countries such as in Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Kenya, and other countries, South Africa, the counterfeition and the fake Mecca-Cola. In Pakistan, in 2006 and 2007, 8 up to 2009, there were 15 factories claiming that they are representative of Mecca-Cola, even making advertisement in billboards with my picture shaking hand of the owner that I never met in my life, never saw. And they were making and still making the fake Mecca-Cola in India, same, and Bangladesh also. Unfortunately, I was shocked that the huge and the biggest amount of fake Mecca-Cola was made by Muslim people. It's so sad and it's so unacceptable because it's against the principle of our faith and our religion. There is a huge potential market and a huge massive growth possible for Mecca-Cola, but for this we need commitment from partners and we need commitment from the consumer. Unfortunately, the consumers today are very fragile and very lunatic. They change. If there is a pressure on Muslims, their consumption of Mecca-Cola increase. If we are in normal times, consumption reduce. And this is, we have to find a solution and to think about it. The former chairman, CEO and chairman of the American major brand said that the only thing that could stop Mecca-Cola from being the second biggest brand in the world is the right management and the investment. Today we are the third world brand in fame, and I think management could be also increased and developed, and we seek investments, and we really take this opportunity to address our brothers and sisters in the halal boards to help for those who are working with the board of banks to bring investors to this huge Muslim project. Our brand have a good facts of strength. It's a recognized brand. We have our own recipe and halal recipe, and not only halal, as I said a few minutes ago, it's also a healthy product. Up to today, we use only mineral or spring water. We don't use tap water for Mecca-Cola. We use only what we call vegetal ingredients and natural ingredients. Our recipe is not secret, and we are keen to show what we are using. We are using this Arabic Gama, but we are using also Kharroub from Tunisia. I don't know if you know what is Kharroub. You can check by Google, Kharroub, which is a dry, very strong fruit, but very sweet. and it has a very nice taste that we add to our cola. We are established globally, and we can answer the demand wherever in the world. These are mainly the points of the strength of our brand. We have also an added value. We, as you can see, we have developed our own sources of sugar and sources of ingredients, natural ingredients, and we control it from the farm till the factory. Now, allow me to introduce our products. This is the standard can of cola, and I want to attract your attention to something. In your left side, in the left side of the can, you can see the ingredients as it is asked by the UN food organization to show what is good and what is bad for health. And as you can see, there is 36 grams of sugar for one in this can of 330 ml, which means we are using 106 grams sugar per liter, and we are not the worst. Other brands, do not nominate them, they are using a minimum of 122 grams, and the second one is using 129 and 132 grams in certain Middle East countries because the population loves sugar. But it's very, very bad for health. And we are the only one, the only company using these recommendation of the United Nations with color to make it clear and easy to read, and to show the consumer from one look what is good for his health and what is bad. We are not hiding. In other brands, they are using only gray color for all ingredients, no differentiation between them. We have also the sugar-free cola, and we in the fizzy drinks, we have all tastes. We have the orange, we have the lemon, we have apple, we have strawberry, all flavors, and we develop also flavors for our customers at their demand. Our R&D is ready for that. We also are involved in the energy drink, and we launched also the first halal energy drink, and we are saying get the halal power with Mecca Power. And this is the Mecca Energy, which is in full halal ingredients, which is not the case of other drinks that are using animal components and not halal slaughtered, and also using some pork gelatin. I don't want to nominate any brand, but I talk about our brand. We are only using halal, 100% inspected halal by independent halal certification bodies. This is the palette of our drinks. As I said, we have the apple, lemon, orange, cola, classic, bottles, cans, everything. I spoke about it a few minutes ago. I said that the specificity and the DNA of Mecca-Cola is to give part of the profit to charitable causes. That's why we are, according to Harvard Business School, the first brand who founded what they call the cause marketing. Because at the beginning, Mecca-Cola, and for 15 years, Mecca-Cola chose to give 10%, it means half of their charity action, to Palestinian children to support the Palestinian cause. And for that, we became the first brand focusing its communication and marketing on a cause. And we founded the cause marketing according to this Harvard Business School and to other schools. The French biggest university the École des Ponts Business School. They said that Mecca-Cola is making value with values. And all agree on one thing, that it is the first brand doing this. And I hope we are inspiring a lot of other companies to get involved in charity and to help people getting out of misery and poorness. And these are our actions in Cox's Bazar. It was last year, opening maternity and hospital schools in Cox's Bazar for Rohingya refugees, and of course also for the Bangladeshi, because the law there, if you give $100, 50 for the Bangladeshi and 50 for the Rohingya. This is by the local law. We rebranded also our Mecca-Cola. The logo was not the way it was, and this was from the beginning. We have these fatwa because a lot of people are saying that using the name of Mecca, it's haram, it's a bid'ah, and kullu bid'atin dalala wa kullu dalalatin finnar. And you know the speech that some brothers, Allah forgive them, are developing. When they see something new and they were not prepared to hear about it, they fight it like they are fighting the worst enemy, instead of concentrating their efforts to fight the real enemies. All these fatwa can show, and we have fatwa from Egypt, from United Arab Emirates, from Saudi Arabia, from Sheikh al-Jibril, rahimahullah, and from Pakistan, from India, from Algeria, from Al-Azhar, from everywhere. Everywhere, as you can see, that there is no problem using the name of Mecca when the intention is good and the use is for a good thing. And Alhamdulillah, our intention was to give charity and to support the Palestinian cause. I don't think that anyone can say that using the name of Mecca, which I remind you, it's not the city for us, but the American tribe. But as there is proximity between both, even if it is the city of Mecca, we have fatwas, it's not haram. And I would like to take opportunity of addressing you to say that thanks to the advices of brother Dr. Hani Al-Mazidi, we decided to create a second brand beside Mecca, which is Agricola. And Agricola, as you know, Azka yani tayyib, pure, is developed, and now we are going to start, inshallah, trying to distribute in Gulf countries and in the Middle East, where our brand Mecca-Cola is totally out for several reasons, mainly because of the use of the name Mecca. Then the advice of Dr. Hani Al-Mazidi is to not be stubborn and to give people this halal drink, and to not deprive them from the first halal drink. Just change the name, and finally I did accept, and we developed Agricola, and it will start in the countries that refuse to have the name Mecca. Then we will keep Mecca in some places where it is right now, and we develop Agricola in the other places. Our slogan is to be different, because we don't want to be followers without brain and without mind. What you can do, we can do same or better, and that's what we are doing in Mecca-Cola. This is the rebranding, and this is also the production of Mecca-Cola in the Italian factory, in our Italian factory, which is a huge unit, as you can see, professional, clean, and modern unit with labs, with research department. This is what the previous design of Mecca-Cola before the rebranding. These are some pictures of our action. It was the exhibition in Dubai in Gulf Food, and this car race, it is in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur. This is our action to open Mecca-Cola in China. And these are the responsible of the province of in the Yellow River. I'm sorry, it's the city of Jinan, and they accepted. Finally, we got the authorization to open the factory, and inshallah, we will start soon having Mecca-Cola in China. In Chinese, the pronunciation is not Mecca, but Meja-Cola. This is with our Muslim brothers in Ningxia. And this is our under preparation projects. We are going to launch Mecca Cash, which is a prepaid payment card, which will allow millions, hundreds of millions of Muslim migrants in the Occidental world to send a card to their family instead to retrieve money and to replace the use of companies like Western Union or MoneyGram that takes up to 20% of the amount they are sending from poor people. They charge them a huge amount, while with this Mecca Cash card, they will be charged only €1 for each retrieve or deposit of money, and they can send the card to their mother or brother or any member of their family in the country of origin to get immediate money, and they can manage it online account. Also, we are launching the Mecca phone, which is a mobile VPN, and we are preparing, inshallah, for Mecca restaurants to have halal fast foods. Thank you so much for your interest. And if any question, you can also ask our brother Muhammad Noor for our details, and we are ready to answer all your questions. These are our halal certificate for our products and health certificates. We have all our factories around the world, and our products and all our concentrates are certified halal. This is the beginning of our products, and even if it's only 17 years, it looks like very old branding when we saw the new branding. Mecca-Cola is not only soft drinks, we are also involved in juices, in tea, in coffee, and we have our own farm in Ethiopia to have natural coffee, the Arabian Mocha Cafe, and the organic one. And our main client, if it's not the unique one for the coffee, is in Germany. We have also our Mecca milk, which is French, and Luxembourg milk. And Mecca Aqua, actually, it's mineral French mineral water. Thank you very much.